Drawings are more than abstract sketches on a forgiving surface. They capture our history, define our present reality, and shape our collective future. By itself, a drawing is a physical embodiment of imagination. But when connected to a greater ecosystem of ideas, people, and technology, it becomes the blueprint for possibility. Designs merged with data, creativity streamlined with efficiency, strong relationships bred through increased flexibility. When we stop limiting our thinking along the lines of dimension, we can better see the full scope of our creations and start designing a more collaborative future where we can dream bigger, innovate faster, and make possibility a reality. Imagine all we can achieve together.
Welcome to the DraftSight's portion of 3D Experience World. If the past 2 years have taught us anything, it's that more than ever, innovative technology will be a key player in enabling human connection. We are witnessing in real time an unprecedented level of digital transformation, where the digital and the physical worlds are merging more and more every day. It is bringing together people, ideas, and businesses in ways that would have seemed impossible even just a few short years ago. This heightened level of interaction connecting people across towns and vast oceans is at the center of our 3D Experience Works portfolio. Because when we possess the solutions that let us imagine together, collaboration flourishes, relationships transcend into experiences, business agility and operational excellence are achieved more easily, and we all move forward in a more streamlined way. Digital transformation is no longer a buzzword, hinting at some far-off future. It is here, now, and the 3D Experience Works is where businesses can transition themselves, moving beyond the disconnected products and achieving full digital continuity. With it, data can be quickly translated into actionable business intelligence. Designers, engineers, departments, suppliers, everyone invested in your success can come together easily, increasing efficiency. It is also where we see greater connection between the worlds of 2D and 3D. DraftSight leading the charge. DraftSight offers world-class 2D CAD drafting and maximum flexibility, so you can edit, view, and mark up any 2D or 3D DWG file with speed and ease. And when DraftSight is connected to the cloud via the 3D Experience platform, collaborating becomes easier, bringing together people, data, and information to inspire imagination and spur innovation. This is a truly exciting time to be in our industries. Every day we see new examples of the amazing things that can happen when people are free to imagine big ideas and then share them without friction. Our users all over the world are coming together to solve problems, support sustainability, and drive business. And to keep that momentum going, we are investing resources into DraftSight. We are evolving it so it provides even more value to you, so you can be more successful. To hear more about what that looks like, let's welcome Andreas.
Thank you, Paulo. It is great to be here. Hello, everyone. We are excited to have you with us. Thanks for joining. It is true, the way we design and collaborate has changed dramatically over the past couple of years. And while the transition hasn't always been easy, the result has been very impressive. We've seen a rise in transparent and inclusive collaboration powered by zero-barrier access to data, which has led to some truly remarkable innovations. And I'm proud to say, in many instances, Dassault Systems has been at the forefront of these innovative changes. We have been right there with you, watching and adapting to industry changes as you have. I'll admit, keeping up with the rapid pace of innovation hasn't always been easy, but it's definitely been worth it. In the past 2 years, we have learned so much, and we are excited to have this opportunity to share those insights with you. Today, we will show you how the combined power of DraftSight, SolidWorks, CATIA, and the 3D Experience platform has enabled entire organizations to imagine, design, and build new products and services. You'll see how the 3D Experience Works portfolio has allowed companies to make their businesses more flexible, profitable, and sustainable. We are a purpose-driven company. We think of progress and innovation in terms of balance and impact. Harmonizing product, nature, and life is at the heart of everything we do. And we'd like to think it's a mentality shared by many of our users who together make up a community of millions of 3D CAD professionals and students worldwide. So why do we, Dassault Systems, the 3D Experience company, spend so much time and effort talking about 2D CAD design and drafting? Because 2D design, drafting, and documentation will always be a core element of many design and manufacturing processes. And that means it is also a key element of future solutions like digital twin technology. Like people, processes, and technology, 2D and 3D CAD are inherently connected. Nowhere is this connectivity more apparent than in the work of Young Industries, a longtime client who is using SolidWorks to make custom industrial equipment. And when it was time for them to expand to other solutions, DraftSight was a very logical choice.
Young Industries has been in business since 1947. We design and manufacture a wide range of products, mostly for handling powders.
Bulk material equipment manufacturer. We engineer custom made to order equipment for our customers. So everything we do is kind of a one-off, unique experience. We build equipment for hard to handle materials.
Mostly in the chemical and pharmaceutical and food industries. We have dust control equipment, as well as metering equipment, a line of fluidizing, conveying equipment that we call stingers, and transflow fluidization.
Our design engineering team is made up of approximately 6 to 7 engineers.
First of all, we are a problem-solving company. Customers come to us with applications that they can't solve. We will design and manufacture systems so that they can put it in their process and solve the problem of conveying or handling their powders.
The CAD history at Young Industries, I mean, we started, I think as anybody did, drafting boards, pencils, etc.
We used to have a product called Mountaintop or AccuGraph. That was a 2D program with some 3D functionality.
When it got to the point that we could no longer really translate or get information in and out of, as we started to move to being a Windows-based company and not really being able to go between those two worlds, support, cost, just everything else, we decided we needed a new, a better 2D CAD solution. We had already added 3D modeling with SolidWorks, so DraftSight was almost a no-brainer. We were able to go ahead and bring in a 2D CAD software integrated with SolidWorks, integrated with our PDM, easily able to deploy and manage. We didn't have to worry about, well, how many people and is this going to work?
Most people that worked here at the time were familiar with using the Mountaintop product. Just to get into DraftSight, they were able to catch on real quick just because it is easy and intuitive to use.
It fit and ticked all the boxes for cost, flexibility, just everything for us.
We primarily use SolidWorks to do all of our main 3D CAD designing, and with DraftSight we use that for geared towards plant layouts, process identification, P&ID diagrams, as well as legacy drawings that we have in our library.
The biggest efficiency and time gain would be in the use of blocks and the attributes. Made our job really quick, really easy.
We'll get a DXF or a drawing from a customer. We're able to open that in DraftSight, take measurements, look at adjustments, insert models. We don't have to go back and start by redesigning it or redrawing it. We can go ahead and work with that product and then bring in some of our own models, our own 3D and things from SolidWorks together in DraftSight to develop a new drawing or a plan for the customer's application. You're always looking to find the most efficient way to do things, and we can't do what we do at Young Industries without having both a 2D and 3D application.
Using SolidWorks and DraftSight, we're definitely able to prepare better quotations. We see that our quotations are better understood, and we have seen an uptake in business because of it. DraftSight and SolidWorks has been a great addition to that.
Young Industries is just one example of how DraftSight's interconnectivity and flexibility allows our users to be more effective and efficient, making it more appealing to current and future clients alike. This is important because we've entered the age of experience, where people's interactions and expectations of your brand count as much as, if not more than, the aesthetics of your product or the practicalities of the services you offer. This new era presents the huge opportunity for businesses willing to innovate how they operate and reimagine themselves to better help their clients. It's an approach to business that we ourselves use. Our clients, you, are at the center of everything we do. In the past 10 years, our DraftSight users worldwide have continually told us the requirements they needed to be successful, and we've listened. Over the years, we evolved DraftSight into a professional 2D and 3D design and drafting solution. We are fully compatible with DWG and DXF file formats, which to this day are the de facto standard when it comes to documenting and communicating design intent and enabling the manufacturing process. And despite all the recent disruptions we've seen, our mission remains unchanged: to provide powerful, reliable, accessible technology to our users. DraftSight is at the core aspect of our 3D ExperienceWorks portfolio of solutions. And that means interoperability as well as flexibility of ownership. So you have more control in how you invest your resources. The DraftSight portfolio is purpose-built to serve many of the industries we operate in, from AEC, industrial equipment, transportation and mobility, energy and materials, or manufacturing, to name some. DraftSight is available in two core product tiers: DraftSight Professional for 2D design, drafting, and documentation, and DraftSight Premium, which adds full 3D capabilities, 2D constraints, dynamic blocks and custom blocks, or Sheet Set Manager. And we offer both as standalone, networked, or named user license configurations. The choice is yours. We've designed it with your specific needs and circumstances in mind. So, by itself, DraftSight is a mature solution for today's 2D design and drafting users, fully compatible with DWG design files going all the way back to version R12. 3D Experience Platform by itself is a powerful innovation platform, connecting people, data, and information. Now, combining the two creates a game changer for the industries we serve. And that's precisely what we did, and it is available to you today. We provide our clients with a connected cloud or on-premise environment to connect and manage any aspect of the design process, enabling collaboration in both structured and unstructured form. And that is especially important for clients in the architecture, engineering, and construction sectors. Take Place Taylor as an example. They are one of the world's most innovative and forward-thinking design firms, committed to revolutionizing the AEC industry to increase sustainability by creating properties with zero environmental footprint. They are thinking about the impact of their buildings years down the road. But to do so, they need to get more out of today's drafting and design solutions. Let's hear from Colin and Brad about the current and desired state of the industries they serve.
Placetailor is a company that does development, design, construction, and research and development, all oriented toward what we call future housing.
So Placetailor was started in 2008 by a handful of folks who were trained in different capacities, either architecture, construction, these sort of things. From a software technology standpoint, we're using tools today that were kind of built 20 years ago. You know, for example, if you remember back in the early days of the internet, you had AOLs and CompuServe and things like this, but those were walled gardens or walled ecosystems where you couldn't even send a message from one service provider to another. Today, in 2022, that's like such a foreign concept, right? Because we've got all these different messaging applications that allow for interoperability. 3DS provides an ecosystem that allows for the exchange of information, which we find really, really intriguing.
What is still lacking is an understanding that the siloed industry needs to be broken down a bit. Some of those boundaries need to be broken down. Software that is only giving us the tools to work the way we have in the past are only going to perpetuate that momentum that isn't getting us to our better solutions. We need software tools that are understanding and have the sort of foresight and that help them make those communications, that bring together more closely the teammates from the other sectors. There are times when our bankers, our construction lenders, need to understand how we're approaching something in an innovative way on site. And so the better that not only we can help coordinate ourselves, but actually help those different pieces communicate and educate each other is really important, is really critical to our mission.
What we try to do is work with the communities that we're working in, and instead of just buying the property and displacing residents, we're able to enrich the entire neighborhood. It still maintains its ownership with the original owner. And it actually reinforces the neighborhood because the residents aren't being displaced.
We're very excited about our partnership with you because it's an opportunity to get beyond this sort of fighting the momentum of the past and a promise of having tools that are more responsive to the way that we know we're about to work, the way that we're already starting to work and want to be more efficient in. Having a partner who's creating the tools for us to do that is incredibly exciting and incredibly important, not just for us, but for everyone else who's trying to push the industry forward.
A lot of our projects, some of the smaller scale, but even highly complex ones, we can rely on the 2D graphic shorthand, if you will, to represent complex ideas in a very efficient way.
We don't see 2D representation and collaboration going away anytime soon. When documents become legal documents, clarity of communication is really key. We would like every building as soon as possible to be net zero carbon. We have a clock ticking globally, and our piece of the puzzle is to deliver a carbon neutral built environment. And what we believe and what we've demonstrated is that this can be achieved today with the right level of commitment and collaboration.
Committed to innovation and purpose with a real love for design, Placetailor is a company after our own hearts. We hope to create similar partnerships with all our clients and users. and we are committed to earning your partnership by evolving our solutions in a way that better enables your success. To help to do that, we've built a global community of knowledge and support. 2D CAD is very relevant for countless clients like you across all industries we serve, and therefore it is very relevant to us. We will continue to invest and evolve our portfolios and technologies to serve you better. And to hear more about the technologies and solutions we've developed, I'd like to welcome Minish.
Thank you, Andreas. In the past few years, many companies have transitioned to 3D as the world moves to a more visual and experience-driven design flow. But 2D still plays a very important role in how design data is shared and communicated between teams, suppliers, contractors, and regulatory authorities, which is why even after 10 years, DraftSight remains so relevant. So how do we keep so many users with so many different needs satisfied? By keeping things simple and flexible. DraftSight's key advantages are its minimal learning curve, which makes it very easy to start drafting right from day one. And our flexible licensing options, which means there is an option for every kind of user or company. DraftSight allows you to work with any kind of 2D CAD drawing, as well as many 3D drawings. DWG, DXF, DGN, these are all supported formats in DraftSight. Its user interface is very intuitive. All the commands that you have learned over the years will work the same exact way in DraftSight as they do in the other applications. And it is localized in 14 languages and supports various drawing standards, making it a more global option than any competitive solution out there. There is also support for dynamic blocks, as well as custom blocks. You can leverage symbol libraries, either choosing from your own existing symbols or the one that are included with DraftSight. One very cool aspect of DraftSight is the level of customization you get with the user interface. It can be set up exactly how you like it, or enhanced leveraging the comprehensive API DraftSight provides, from basic scripting to Lisp or complex add-ons. The DraftSight API supports your needs. I know many of you out there have worked with other DWG CAD applications for years. And over that time, you have created customizations and automation to align with your workflows. It's how you improve your productivity. And I want you to know that you can transition to DraftSight seamlessly without having to learn a completely different application or rebuild all of your automation from scratch. The DraftSight API is forward compatible, so you can use all of the popular languages like C#, .NET, Visual Basic, or even Lisp. There are different types of DraftSight applications and automation that you can build, whether they are macros, standalone applications, or add-ins. And a great example of such add-in and application is 3D Experience DraftSight that connects DraftSight to 3D Experience platform, enabling world-class collaboration and data management. More on that in a minute. So you see, DraftSight provides you with the core capabilities you would expect in 2D design, drafting, and documentation solution. And DraftSight is more than just another 2D CAD product. It is truly unique solution, and I would like to highlight some of its capabilities, as well as point out some of the new enhancements that were recently introduced in DraftSight 2022. We will start with a personal favorite of mine, dark mode. DraftSight has had a familiar, intuitive, light user experience since the very first release. But now DraftSight 2022 comes with a brand new dark mode interface. This has been a highly requested feature, and we are pleased to introduce it to you in the newest release. Power trim is another unique feature in DraftSight that allows us to easily remove lines by simply clicking and dragging the cursor. We can turn extended lines with drag of a mouse, making design and editing simple and efficient. Next, let's look at auto and smart dimensions. We all know that a drawing needs to be properly dimensioned and annotated, which can take hours. Imagine being able to automatically create and add dimensions to your drawings. With DraftSight, you can. Looking at another drawing, in this case, floor plan, we can easily select the dimensions layer and use smart dimensions to quickly show the distance to the wall length, and add notes or comments to the dimensions for the builder. Custom blocks are another major enhancement in DraftSight 2022. With it, you can now create configurable blocks in DraftSight as well as import dynamic blocks from other programs, all while retaining all of the configurations and attributes. The parametric configurations of custom blocks can be edited with a few clicks and reconfigured to complete the design. When working on a large project, it's very likely that multiple drawings will be created. This is where DraftSight's Sheet Set Manager can make a big difference. As you can see in this palette, the Sheet Set Manager helps organize the project, combining and reordering sheets that come from multiple drawings. One key advantage is that my project is always ready to export or print, no matter how many drawings and how many pages. DraftSight supports the DST format for sheet sets, so they can be shared and opened in any other application. We can also export to PDF file, quickly generating a single PDF that contains views from multiple drawings for this project. So with that, we have seen the past and the present of 2D drawing and drafting. DraftSight is a mature solution for today's 2D design and drafting users. Now let's talk about the future. In today's challenging work environment, innovation can be hindered by a lack of collaboration and communication. Working alone is past. Working together is the future. And that is what 3D Experience DraftSight is all about. It is the future of 2D design and drafting, combining the familiar zero-barrier collaboration and data management with DraftSight. It eases the path to innovation and solves the collaboration challenges that many of you face today. Let's see it in action. In industrial equipment and manufacturing, most models are created in 3D. We can use apps on 3D Experience platform like XDesign to sketch and design the models. But manufacturing vendors may need to make small adjustments before laser cutting the final product. Through the collaboration capabilities of 3D Experience platform, we can streamline data exchanges between engineering and manufacturing. Architecture and construction is no different, in the sense that it requires data and information to flow between various stakeholders. We need the virtual twin of the building to be able to effectively model and manage it. 2D drawings come into play when we start detailing work and preparing construction documents. We can easily extract the building from footprint of CATIA model and complete the detailing work in DraftSight, while maintaining data integrity and consistency throughout the entire project. With 3D Experience DraftSight, we can access our data, share it with our teams, add revisions, and make changes while maintaining digital continuity, all in one single solution and collaborative workflow. We can seamlessly move from dashboards and project files to CAD designs and back. The workflow we see of modifying floor plans is one used by millions of facilities managed today, including ours. And now let's talk to facilities team members, Trina and Kevin, to see how they use DraftSight 3D Experience.
So the reason we selected DraftSight for our team was the quick learning curve. We were able to bring all of our team members in right away and be able to work with our designer by giving their opinions, by giving their thoughts, by giving their suggestions, and by giving their feedback right away, right on the platform.
Main thing that I can say about using DraftSight within the team is the speed in which we can turn over drawings to our vendors, to our internal team members, to our corporate headquarters, and also in implementing those into our internal dashboard tools, which we use as a company to share information with our employees. It's really important to be able to accurately and quickly capture our floor plans, our offices, evacuation plans, space planning, finding your colleagues or a conference room. There's different skill sets of any functional team, and you want to be able to work collaboratively. The way in which we can do that utilizing DraftSight is the shorter learning curve and the faster ability to be able to work collaboratively to make the modifications, the changes that we need within our floor plans to produce end results that all of our employees can benefit from.
Since we've got them in that program, the evolution has been apparent and very obvious, where they're really able to start expanding their knowledge of the program and expanding their ability to use design programs. It certainly slowed us down having to work with our vendors and have them be the only members of our group and our team that could do the design work, because we'd have to reach out to them offline and allow them to go back and take the time to come back with an answer for us.
But also, how do we take that basic foundation of our office spaces and build that into the 3D dashboard tools that we use and share with different audiences, whether it's employees, whether it's customers, whether it's vendors that we're doing work with to improve our office environments.
Since we've integrated DraftSight, we're able to have those communications directly through the platform.
Whether you're on the road traveling to a new facility or you're on site working through a project, you have the ability to work quickly and effectively without having to sit down, open up a PC, and start to coordinate different documents from different sources. So it really gives us the ability to swiftly and accurately work through the key components of projects while in the field.
We've had a couple examples where the request was responded to, and right away we were able to jump in and say, actually, that's not exactly what we're looking for. We're looking for a little bit of a different answer. And within minutes, the designer was able to go in and make the change right away, live on the platform, and convert the solution to exactly what we needed. Adding DraftSight has solved for us the ability for all of our team members to effectively use the planning tools and to use design tools.
As you can see, the 3D Experience platform is an all-encompassing experience and ecosystem offering better collaboration, structured or unstructured. It offers project planning capabilities, data management, revision control, and so much more, all in one solution. Today, managing and sharing data in the cloud is straightforward, but we can also look at the next generation of data and lifecycle management. With 3D Experience DraftSight, we have the ability to not only save the data, but define and leverage complex data management workflows, creating revisions, managing lifecycle states, and project completion. What makes 3D Experience platform truly unique is the ability to do all of this and more within both your CAD solutions and on any other devices. This is not a disconnected siloed application. It is an immersive platform that facilitates real-time collaboration and data and design exchange. And it is available to you today. Thank you, and back to you, Andreas.
Thank you, Minish. A truly remarkable solution and portfolio. And thank you to you and the SOLIDWORKS R&D team. This group of very smart and passionate people never ceases to deliver amazing technology and solutions. And we are so excited to make it available to you. For a more detailed look at what we just showed you, we created a packed agenda of breakout sessions covering what DraftSight and the 3D Experience Works portfolio can do to help you build better, more sustainable products and services for your clients. Over the next 3 days, you will be able to discover DraftSight 2022, 3D Experience DraftSight, tips and tricks, or learn more about the newest member of the portfolio, DraftSight Mechanical. DraftSight is a viable alternative for your design and drafting needs, and then some. We listened to you, so in essence, it was designed by you for users like you. Thanks again for joining us from all around the world. We are excited to have you with us. Stay connected with us and enjoy 3D Experience World 2022 and the DraftSight's track.